Shalom, Yashar Allah. First and foremost, I would like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakhakudash. Double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. And peace and salutations to all you hopeful elect document out there laboring that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the JMS Boise, Idaho camp. And I want to do this lesson, just through the spirit, whatever comes in. I've been kind of going online in this room for quite a while, man. I would say close to an hour. Just online looking, at things through the spirit, watching other brothers' videos, and seeing what's going on. And there's, a lot going on, and just through the spirit, this is something that we are constantly forcing ourselves to look at, man. We're always looking at the news because I know me personally, not to, speak about myself, but I know the brothers think about this as well, man. Nowadays we look forward to waking up to see what else happened around the world, man, because it seems like every day since we woke up in 2025, man, something crazy's been going on around the world, whether it be a plane crash, a bird flu, a very good prison outbreak of a bunch of raping and burning a bunch of people, man. You got Nazis on overpasses being run out by so-called black communities, man. You got all these different contrary doctrines with this truth coming out, and the fact that you have camps coming against the correct doctrine and the truth of the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. At the same time, you have Trump passing these laws, going into anti-Christian hate bills, and how he's going to try to force Bibles back into the public schools. But hey, there's no healing this place. Not the fact that this place was ever healed in the first place, because this place has nothing but a history of wickedness and being straight demonic to the children of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And these people right here on the sign are the ones that are at most risk, because, hey, the Lord requires a lot from these people in the sense that these other heathens are heathens, man. They don't have a power. They don't have order. But Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and like the scriptures say, the burden that he gives us is not heavy. But the fact is that you have to live your life extra in a world full of wickedness, because there's so much wickedness around you. There's so many ways that you could go off. There's so many different influences, and the fact that when I say that the Lord requires a lot from us, because we're in a very strong battle. If Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai gives you the spirit to be in this truth and be contrary to this society the right way, not just being a rebel, but being a rebel the correct way, not going out there, carnally, but edifying yourself so that you can go and build another person up, and that is the job that is required of every single man right here on this sign right here. Like the scriptures say, you're required to, everyone shall teach his neighbor, because, hey, man, at this point we're all priests, because we're all given a responsibility to go out there and teach, and one of those things is that, we're complaining and constantly pointing the finger at who the devil is, who the demons are, who's the one causing the destruction around the world, pointing the finger at the wicked, showing and exposing and lifting up the skirt, with the Bible in our hand, actually what's going on. This is 2nd Esdras 15:8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. And this is the Lord, this is the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai speaking, saying that he sees all this going down, and it's not going to go on forever, man. Don't think this place got 20 years, 30 years, 50 years. You're going to see your great grandchildren are going to be looking at pictures of you, nothing like that, man. They're going to be looking at holograms of you in the future because you're going to be having flying cars. None of that's happening, man. In this kingdom, under this man's rulership, but under the elect in the kingdom of heaven, under Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, hey, man, we're going to have things beyond this world. But continuing, behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Because being in this place in Babylon the Great, in the valley of the shadow of death, is very draining on your spirit, physically, mentally, and spiritually, and physically, and the fact that you got to work a 9 to 5, and that's lucky. That's just 8 hours a day. A lot of people got to work more than that, and then they got to commute 2 to 3 hours, uh, you know, 1 to 3 hours commuting to their job. So they're getting paid for 8, but they're commuting for 13 hours, 12 hours, 12-hour day total, you know? So the point is, physically you get drained, man. You don't get nourished because the food here is shit. The cycle of having artificial light around you all the time throws off your mood. A lot of people around this time of year get what's called seasonal depression. Because they're not moving their bodies, they're not eating the right things. They are not, and most importantly, they got demons attacking them with no way to defend it because they're not seeking after Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Because you think you'd feel bad for the majority of these people, man. I find myself thinking like, man, I feel bad for this, I feel bad for that. In the sense that like they getting fucking fucked up. But when those people have free time, when those people are out living their life, man, they're not thinking about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They're not thinking about learning the truth and how to get closer to their power. They're worried about the next big booty Judy, fucking the next party, the next fucking sports game, what they're gonna do that weekend, where they're gonna take their family out to have a Sunday fun day with the family. Man, it's not a time to get all oh, I'm gonna have a family and be a family man. It's that everything in this society is about to go, man. Everything that you have, you may just have to walk away and leave it because things are gonna be so chaotic, and people are not ready for that. That's why a lot of people are just gonna absolutely go crazy, man. And one of the main things that's gonna be causing people to go crazy is that hunger, because the movement of resources is not going to be consistent in the time of a national emergency or a crisis or whatever, you know. And I wasn't really thinking about going into this at all, but for Second Esdras 15 is very relevant because you can see these scriptures coming off the pages, and literally the movies that they're showing, the apocalyptic scenes, you can literally see these things happening, on the TV screen now. Before you just had prophets read it, but now you got Esau showing you what's going to happen, through his left-handed magic and through his Hollyweird production. How bad it's going to get, and that's just a glimpse. That's it. Movies like The Road, The Book of Eli, The Purge, Walking Dead, post-apocalyptic movies and chaotic scenes where people are absolutely going crazy doesn't even cut it to how bad it's going to get, because people aren't putting the fact that the government's going to be demon time, having these euthanasia, rolling mass execution kill squads around, man. Not to mention the charagma that's going on. You're going to have divine intervention and certain men getting spiritual powers, and the 1/3, which the 144,000 is a part of the 1/3, but the 1/3 is specifically those that are saved out here and from Babylon the Great, and the 2/3 being those Israelites. The 1/3 and the 2/3 are both Israelites that are destroyed here in Babylon the Great. But going into the build up of one of the main things that's going to cause these people to go crazy is the lack of resources. As you can see right now, there's a problem with the eggs, and a lot of I was in Costco tonight, or today, and there was fucking no eggs in Costco. And I didn't even have to go look because there was people in front of us. They walked in the refrigerator, and the man came out and said, "No hay huevos." Like, hey, they didn't have eggs, And I know there's any point going in, man. But we went to another store and were able to find some, But the fact is, the big bulk ones are out of here, And again, it causes these people to panic buy, just like the toilet paper shit, But either way, man, the point is that things are happening and it's affecting people closer and closer and closer to home. Not to mention, again, these mass deportations, which to this day, you got our people, that are being persecuted by this devil. I read a story that there was ICE agents that went into a restaurant to eat, and on their lunch break, and they ate their lunch break, paid everything. They went back into their vehicles and came right back in and arrested the people that served them because they found out that they were, how do you call it, illegal, so-called. Fucking demons, man. So again, this is Second Esdras 15, and I'm gonna start. Now I'm gonna read through because I did start at 8, but I'm gonna just read through because it's not that much far from where the point I want to get to. This is Second Esdras 15 and 9, and therefore saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is not gonna let his children uh to, stay in the hand of the destroyer, because ultimately, he is going to save his, but he's also going to judge his too, because, we have a father, so we're not bastards. We're going to be chastised, and that chastisement is going to be very, very, yeah, it's going to be very bad, man. In the nuclear fire bad, man. Not burning forever in hell for eternity. No, man, that's unmerciful. But it is going to feel like an eternity if your ass is in that fire. Lord, Yahweh Ratazak, you got to chariot right up. Speaking for myself first and foremost, man. Now, this is 2 Esdras 15 and 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. And it's a land of bondage, because the original name for Egypt was Mitzrayim. But the Lord is concerned about his people. Did it say, behold, the whole world is led as a flock to? No, it does not say that. It says, behold, my people. So who are the Lord's people? That are the Israelites, the 12 tribes consisting of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And that from Judah all the way down to Issachar, from the so-called Negroes all the way to the Mexicans, Native Americans to the West Indies. Our people. The Lord is concerned about the fatherless, the orphans. But we are not fatherless because we are, adopted. I'd say the fatherless in the sense of, on the earthly sense. A lot of our people, parents get killed, separated, so many different things that our people go through that are a product of the curses of Deuteronomy 28 that we are suffering because we went against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But this is verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand. This is going to be a very plain that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is intervening on behalf of his people. And it's going to be a big difference of how these other people are treated in the world. 11 again, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. And if the time that we're in right now, we're heading up on the time of Passover, and this is a sifting time of the season, man. The Spirit is out there, and if you read Exodus 12, it goes into preparing, the Passover and what had happened before. I guess you could say the straw that broke the camel's back, that final plague, which was the death of the firstborn. After we put the blood on the lintel and side of the doorpost with the hyssop branches of the blood of the lamb, we ate the Passover in haste. And once that cry went out, hey man, you had the Egyptians throwing their jewelry off for the Israelites to go, because like the scriptures said, that there wasn't a house that didn't have somebody dead, that wasn't of the Israelites, so that, and it's going to be even more of a miraculous salvation, because more people are on this earth. Everybody's going to be recording it. Information goes way quicker. The chariots are going to reveal themselves on a mass scale. Leviathan, spiritual powers, like the Lord is going to show all out, man, in these last days. And it's a very exciting and at the same time scary time to be alive, but I wanted to get the scripture. What I was saying, I was going to be more of a miraculous salvation. And this is, these milk scriptures, the brothers, that is, if you memorize these, man, it's definitely something that you gotta have in your chamber ready to go if these Christians try to come at you, with this that dogma, man. But this is Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, and these days are are fast approaching, right around the corner, brother, sisters. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Verse 15, but the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, i.e. America, here, this northern part of the world, the northern hemisphere, and from all the lands whither he had driven them. You know, the four corners, that diaspora, the great scattering of the Israelites. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. That's the land of Israel. Verse 16, behold, I will send for many fishers. Oh, no, that was it. That was it. That's jumping into when we're coming down from New Jerusalem, and with spiritual powers ripping these fucking elites out their bunkers, you know. But I'm gonna continue with that second Esdras 15. No, that was it. No, that was it. So as you can see, man, I'm gonna jump around in the scripture. As you can see, that these things are happening, you know, and since this year has started, like I said, you know, ever since Trump came into office, you know, things have been happening every day. You know, it's very exciting to be able to go on your phone and have that oh shit moment, or be like, oh man, I gotta send a brother this, because hey, these things are happening, and you can see them. Like scriptures say, knowledge is increasing, knowledge will increase, and that is this access to information almost instantaneously. But this is second Esdras 15 and 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. Amen. The death is going to be so bad, like scriptures say in Jeremiah 25 and 30. 3, I want to say. Yes. This is Jeremiah 25 and 33. And the slain of the Lord Yahweh shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground. Amen. So that just goes to show you that there's going to be so many bodies out here that they're not even going to have time to bury them. Shit, there's probably not even enough shovels in the world to bury as much bodies as are going to need holes dug. You know, I mean, I'm sure they would put mass grave and stuff, but it's just going to show you that society is going to break down so bad. When have you ever seen, even in so-called medieval times, that society has broken down so bad? So many people have died that nobody is even worried about all of the bodies that are on the ground. What is going to happen to cause a mass death scenario like that? Hey, man, I'm going to tell you what, that's a charagma, breaking out the boils on those people. That's the jabbed up people that are going to get their fucking aluminum in their veins activated by these microwaves in the in cell towers or whatever, like the movie The Cell, you know? The Lord himself is going to do a lot of slaying with that heavenly host, man. So it's not even, it's going to be overkill on this place, you know? So just be prepared. Prepare yourself first and foremost. Prepare your house, you know, constantly be on your watchtower, you know, build yourself up through the spirit, get your reading in, work out, get your hustle on. Don't be slothful. Be a brother. Man, this is very easy things that you can do in this life. Like I hear a lot of brothers say, this truth has simplified your life. This truth has simplified your priorities and what you need to take care of in this world, in this life that you live in, man. And I've learned that from the brothers, listening to them, you know, throughout these, I can say now, years, listening to the brothers. You know, how as you progress in this truth, how slowly you start to need less and less and less things. And it is so relieving to not need, you know, the things of this world, you know, to be so-called happy, because this truth is that one thing that fills that void that these millionaires and billionaires spend their whole lives looking for, man. That void that only Yahweh Bashim Yahushai can fill in an elect and one third, that small remnant that he's going to save in these last days, because we're concerned about the rest, man. We'll see them on the other side. And as for the heathen, not even worth talking about, man. They fucking nothing, you know. But Lord willing, that this lesson was edifying. It's kind of a spiritual rant, but Lord willing that you got something from it. Akia Makwath. Until next time, Lord willing, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakha Kodash, and double honors to the beloved elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth. And peace and salutations to all you hopeful elect Akim out there laboring, that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Till next time, Lord willing.